Atlanta CDC shooter blamed COVID vaccine for his depression. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Now, I said this the other day when this first happened. My first immediate thought when they said that the CDC was targeted by this shooter in Atlanta, my instant first thought, which was probably a lot of other people's first thought, was this guy in some way or another, like did his mother die from COVID, or did somebody get the vaccine and they died from it that was in his like inner circle or family, immediate family? That's what I thought. I thought maybe that it's kind of the United Healthcare CEO situation all over again. And it turns out that it might be the case. Uh-oh. This is not good. So the man who unleashed a hail of bullets on the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention on Friday, killing a police officer, by the way, this is from New York Daily News. I think I already said that, though. Blamed the COVID-19 vaccine for his depression, authorities said Saturday. Patrick White, age 30, was found dead in a pharmacy across the street from CDC headquarters in Atlanta, where he had opened fire on the agency. Investigators said it wasn't immediately clear if he shot himself to death or if bullets fired by responding cops had killed him. White blamed the COVID vaccine for his deteriorating mental health, according to law enforcement officials and his father. He was very unsettled, and he was very deeply believed that vaccines hurt him and were hurting other people, White's neighbor Nancy Holist told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Cops said White initially tried to enter the CDC's main building but was turned away, so he set up across the street and began shooting. David Rose, a 33-year-old DeKalb County police officer, was fatally shot responding to the scene. That was very unfortunate. When it first broke out, they hadn't reported that he had died just yet. At the time that it first happened, they were just saying that the shooter had died. So that was really sad to hear. Anyway, Health Secretary Robert Kennedy Jr.'s anti-vaccine crusades helped catapult him into his current job as the nation's top health official. Kennedy had repeatedly criticized the COVID vaccine since it was released, even though multiple scientific studies have shown it likely saved millions of lives. Yeah, but see, the problem with the COVID vaccine is that it's not a vaccine, in my opinion. It's not. It's a therapeutic. Because they had come out and admit, even Fauci came out and admitted that if you get the COVID vaccine, well, you're still going to get COVID, but at least the symptoms that you have, it'll keep you out of the hospital. If you get the COVID vaccine, the symptoms won't be as bad. So you'll be able to just get through it at home if you get the COVID vaccine. Well, that's not a vaccine. A vaccine means that you don't get COVID from in the first place. That's what vaccines do. They prevent you from getting whatever you're getting vaccinated against. But for them to say that, well, you're going to get COVID anyway, even if you get the first vax, the second one, the third booster, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh booster, yeah, all those idiots who got all those boosters, they got COVID anyway. We all got COVID. We all did. So, all right, I don't know, man. That's just frustrating. So, dismissed CDC employees have called for the resignations of Kennedy and Russell Vought, the Office of Management and Budget Director who was appointed by President Trump. We want the bureaucrats to be traumatically affected, Vought said in 2024 before he got the job. When they wake up in the morning, we want them to not want to go to work because they're increasingly viewed as the villains. The CDC told employees to work from home or take leave on Monday. So, I don't know, man. There you have it. Yep, one of my fears seems to have been realized, that he may have done what he did because the COVID vax screwed him up. I mean, maybe it didn't. Maybe it didn't physically screw him up, but he had the mentality that it did. So in a roundabout way, it did screw him up because it convinced him that he was suffering from the COVID vaccine, that he was all of a sudden really depressed. Although I haven't heard that as a normal symptom, or not normal, but even a somewhat rare symptom when it comes to COVID vaccination side effects. But that's not to say that it can't happen. I mean, maybe it did.